I have had the great privilege to lecture on C.S. Lewis all over the country. And usually in my speeches, I like to end with a Q&A session. And I have found that without fail, the most common question I am asked by very diverse audiences is, what's the deal with Emeth? Well, who is Emeth? In the last battle, the last of the Chronicles of Narnia, there's a scene where there's a great war, and it's basically Revelation, the end of Narnia. And what happens is most of the main characters die. Well, the good characters that follow Aslan, the Christ figure of Narnia, end up in a sort of restored Garden of Eden. The evil characters end up ultimately being cast out of Aslan's presence. But there's one character named Emeth who is not a Narnian. He is not a Christian, as it were. He is from the Calormans. We might say he's a Muslim or a Buddhist. He's from a different religious background. He has worshipped an evil god named Tash all of his life. He never knew about Aslan. When he gets into heaven, or the place before heaven, he meets Aslan. And eventually he is allowed in to heaven. Many people reading this say, oh my gosh, has C.S. Lewis become a universalist? Does he think all people are going to be saved? He does not think that. If we read the passage carefully, we'll see what's happening. If Emeth approached Aslan and said this, oh, hello, my name is Emeth and I'm a Calorman. I am here for the Tash part of heaven. Will you please let me in? If Aslan had allowed him into the Tash part of heaven, that would have been universal salvation. But that's not what happens. As Emeth comes before Aslan, he realizes that it's truly Aslan he's desired all of his life. And Aslan tells him, all the good you did for Tash, you've done for me. All the evil you've done from him. You see, it's not just that Emeth never had a chance. Emeth has truly desired the truth, but it's never been presented to him. Lewis wondered in a book he called The Great Divorce, what if those who never really had a chance to hear the gospel, what if at the moment of their death, Christ appears to them? Now, I know that sounds like a second chance, what they call post-mortem salvation, and that is not considered orthodox by Christians. But Lewis reminds us that the moment of our death is an eternal moment. The moment we die and step into eternity, we have come into a moment that actually includes every other moment of our life. Emeth has moved into eternity, and in that moment, every desire has come to the fore. And Aslan tells him, if your desire had not been truly for me, you would not have sought it for so long or for so hard. So perhaps in that final eternal moment, Christ appears, and if all we've been seeking leads up to him, then we will kneel and worship him as Emeth does.